Hello friends, today we will do chapter number 5 of history. When people rebel. Important datelines. 1849. Governor General Dalhousie announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, the family of the king would be shifted out of the Red Fort and given another place in Delhi to reside in. Second, 1850. A new law was passed to make conversion to Christianity easier. Third, 1856. Governor General confirmed that Bahadur Shah Zafar would be the last Mughal king, and after his death his descendants would be recognized as princes. The company passed a new law which stated that every new person who took up employment in the company's army had to agree to serve overseas if required. 29 March 1857. Mangal Pandey, a young soldier, was hanged to death for attacking his soldiers in Barakpur. May 1857. Sepoys multiplied in several places. 10 May 1857. Sepoys rushed to Delhi from Meerut. September 1857. Delhi was recaptured from the rebel forces. October 1858. Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar along with his wife was sent to prison in Rangoon. A new act passed by the British Parliament transferred the powers of the East India Company to the British Crown. November 1862. Bahadur Shah Zafar died in Rangoon jail. Nawabs lost their power. Nawabs and Rajas lost their power, authority and honor. Residents had been stationed in many courts. Freedom of rulers reduced. Their armed forces disbanded and their revenues and territories were taken away. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the company to protect their interests. For example, Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi wanted the company to recognize her adopted son as the heir to the kingdom after the death of her husband. Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II, asked for his father's pension, but the company turned down these requests. In 1801, a alliance was imposed on Awadh. In 1856, it was taken over by the company. In 1849, Governor General Dalhousie announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, the family of the king would be shifted out of the Red Fort and would be given another place in Delhi. In 1849. Then in 1856, Governor General Khan decided that Bahadur Shah Zafar would be the last Mughal king. The Peasants and the Sepoys. Peasants and zamindars resented the high taxes and the rigid methods of revenue collection. Those fell back to pay their loans to the moneylender lost the lands they had tilled for generations. Problems faced by Sepoys. Sepoys were unhappy about their pay, allowances and conditions of service. Some new rules passed by company violated their religious sensibilities and beliefs. In 1824, the Sepoys were told to go to Burma by the sea route to fight for the company. They refused to follow the order. Though they agreed by the land route, they were punished by the company. In 1856, the company passed a new law which stated that every person who took employment in the company's army had to agree to serve overseas if required. Responses to reforms. Laws were passed to stop the practice of sati and to encourage the remarriage of widows. English language education was actively promoted. In 1850, a new law was passed to make conversion to Christianity easier. This law allowed an Indian who had converted to Christianity to inherit the property of his ancestors. Indians began to feel that the British were destroying their religion, social customs, and their traditional way of life. A mutiny becomes a popular rebellion. A very large number of people begin to believe that they have a common enemy and rise up against the enemy at the same time. A situation developed in the northern parts of India in 1857. East India Company faced a massive rebellion that started in May 1857 and threatened the company's presence in India. Sepoys mutinied in several places, beginning from Meerut, and a large number of people from Meerut, different sections of society, rose up in the rebellion. From Meerut to Delhi, or how did the revolt of 1857 begin? On 29 March 1857, a young soldier, Mangal Pandey, was hanged to death for attacking his officers in Barrackpore. Some sepoys of the regiment at Meerut refused to do the army drill using the new cartridges, which were suspected of being coated with the fat of cows and pigs. 85 sepoys were dismissed from service and sentenced to 10 years in jail for disobeying their officers. On 10 May, the soldiers marched to the jail in Meerut and released the imprisoned soldiers. They attacked and killed British officers, captured guns and ammunition, set fire to the buildings and properties of the British, and declared war on the Firangis. The sepoys of Meerut rode all night of 10 May to reach Delhi. As news of their arrival spread, the regiment stationed in Delhi also rose up in the rebellion. Again, British officers were killed, arms and ammunition seized, buildings set on fire. Soldiers gathered around the walls of the Red Fort where the Badshah lived, demanding to meet him. Thank you, friends.